I'm going to show you everything you need to know about enchantments and potions in Industrial Foregoing. Now, this mod doesn't really change much over the versions, so this should be fine for every version you are playing. First up, let's talk about how the machines work, just in case anyone watching doesn't know. We have inside the machines for Industrial Foregoing a pretty similar setup here. The power, tanks and inputs and outputs and some other bits and bobs, and then redstone. Over here is your add-ons, for example, a range add-on, a speed add-on, etc. And you can just add into the add-on slots any add-ons you make in Industrial Foregoing. For example, let's say a efficiency add-on I could put in here, which reduces processing time. So the first thing we're going to look at here is the enchantment factory. Oh, and I haven't spoken about inputs and outputs. See there's a blue, an orange and a green? Well, when you hover over essence, can you see it lights up this essence tank? If I click on that, we can say disabled on the left, which is here. Now, as you can see, I'm putting my essence in from the back. Now, if I disable the back, it won't actually be able to go in from there. And you can do this for inputs and outputs and basically enable or push out or pull into the machine from different sides. And you can hover over which one and it will highlight the area so you know which one you're looking at. So the enchantment factory then, what does this do? Well, this is going to enchant items. It uses a lot of essence to do it, and you will need to pump the essence in, of course. Then we put the item in the blue slot. So let's say a diamond chest plate. And do we know what enchant is going to be? No, we do not. It is random. So I've put the enchantment level as 10. You can obviously go up to 30 and it will use more essence. I'm going to put the diamond chest plate in, and we have gotten Curse of Bones too. Well, do you know what? I don't want Curse of Bones. So now what do we do? Well, that's where we have the enchantment extractor. This looks confusing in here, but it's not. We have the input for the enchanted item, which is going to be our enchanted diamond chest plate. You put books into the brown slot. And again, you can see, which side do you want the books to go in? Which side do you want the input enchanted items to go into? You can have something going in from each side if you want, or the same side. And then what's going to happen is it's going to disenchant the item, and you're going to get your item come out in this orange slot. Potentially some essence here, and then, or your book. This little X here says, do we want to transform enchanted items into essence? Yes or no? I've said no, I do not want them. If it is ticked, I said that wrong. If it is ticked like this, it will extract the enchantments into books. The X will transform it into essence. So let's have a look here. Diamond chest plate. If I put this in here, I've ticked this. Basically, it's going to extract the enchant, so that it's just the base diamond chest plate left, and it's going to put that enchant onto a book. If we had the X ticked, what would happen then is it would actually take off the enchant, and instead of putting it onto a book, it would give us some essence back. Okay, and that is the enchantment extractor. The next one we have is the enchantment applicator. You put essence into here, and it works basically like a powered anvil. Curse of Bones too. Well, I can put that book in here from a book and enchant, again, my chest plate. What's the difference between the first one? This one gives you a random enchant, whereas the enchantment applicator takes it from a book, for example, onto the item you specified, again using some essence. Lastly, we have the enchantment sorter. What this does is the orange output gives you an enchantless item, whereas purple gives you an enchanted item. For example, let's put two chests here and here. And I'm going to say input can come in from all sides. So we can input from any side. And I'm going to say we're going to input from the left. So I'm going to input the diamond chest plate, which is enchanted, and I'm going to input a golden chest plate, which is not enchanted. Then I'm going to say the front is where we're going to put our enchanted items to go. So enchanted item output, I'm going to say no, 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 no. And only the front, which is the south side, I'm saying yes. I do want enchanted items to come out the front. And enchantless items, I don't want them to go out the front or the left, and they can go out of any other side. The only other option here is the right side, so that's where it will go. Then I'm going to say input, pull from the left. So it's pulling from this left-hand chest. And can you see here, it's going into enchantless and enchanted. Now, as you can see here, it's not going anywhere. So it's sorted them into enchantless and enchanted. And I've ticked it, but it's not coming out. That means it will allow it to exit from that side. However, we haven't actually pushed it out. Remember on the input, we're pulling into the machine. On here, we're pushing. So on the right, I'm going to say push. I'm pushing it out of the machine, and it's gone into the right-hand chest. So on this one, we need to actually push out the front. And there you go. Our enchanted items are going to go into the front, and our enchantless items are going to go into the right-hand chest with everything coming in from the left. So that's a really good way of sorting enchanted and non-enchanted gear. And that is the enchantment sorter. Lastly, we're going to go on to the potion brewer. What you're going to want to do here is hook up some water. I'm using a sink from Cooking for Blockheads. Go into the potion brewer. In this orange slot, you put blaze powder, and it will turn it into blaze fuel. Give it power, of course. And by the way, I'm powering all these just underneath here. Put blaze powder in, power it. Put water in from any side. And again, we have got the inputs and outputs here. And then we have the brewing input and the output. And also you need to put glass bottles. What's green? I don't know what the green is for. Some sort of catalyst, maybe? I'm not sure. But what is amazing about this potion brewer is it could do multiple steps. I've turned it off at the moment with redstone while I show you this. So you put your glass bottles in here, you have blaze powder in here, etc. And I'm going to make, I actually don't know what I'm going to make. What am I going to make? I think it's going to be a lingering... No. It's going to be... Do you know what? I'm just going to see what we make because I've completely forgotten. But anyway, what's going to happen here is it's going to fill the empty bottles with water. And then these are steps. Step 1, Step 2, Step 3, Step 4, Step 5, Step 6. Step 1 is going to add gunpowder. Step 2 is going to add redstone. And Step 3 is going to make dragon's breath. So rather than the vanilla way, where you have to put it in 3 times, you just have to do it once. Let's turn it on and see how it works. As you can see, it's filling them up with water. And boom, water bottles. Now it's going to add gunpowder to turn them into splash water bottles. Now it's adding the redstone to turn them into mundane splash potions. And now it's adding the dragon's breath to turn them into mundane lingering potions. And there you go. So you can add multiple steps and it can do it all at once, just like that. And that is the potion brewer. I've done a ton of different tutorials, as you can see, for industrial foregoing, and I have done an ultimate guide for the mod as well, so do check out the channel. More on that now in the outro. Thank you so much for watching. I do really hope this was helpful for you. If there are any other mods that I haven't done, I would love it if you could comment down below. If they are a modern version or an old version of mod, it doesn't matter. If you can't find good or up-to-date tutorials on them, I do like doing mods end to end. I do also do other games. I do all the latest releasing games. And what that means is you will need to go onto my channel and go to Home. And you can see here there is a shelf for Minecraft. And this has all the different Minecraft mods I have done in completion there for you. So that you don't basically get lost on my very big channel of now 1.4 thousand videos. So thanks for watching, and check out the playlist on screen to see all of the other videos for this mod. And don't forget to subscribe so that you don't miss all of the new upcoming mod tutorials.